So here we're back again, part 2. We're going to share 5 tips on weight release. I already shared some of those important tips in the other video that we did. And now we're going to go into some more valuable information for your weight release. Again, we don't call it weight loss, we call it release so that it just disappears forever. One of the things that you need to know is it's really important when you go on these wellness plans to have people who support you. There are going to be people who want to sabotage you and will just offer you cake when you know that you can't eat cake. Or offer you chocolate when you love chocolate. And that doesn't mean that you will never be able to eat these things. You should be able to. Actually, you should be able to eat all these things in moderation eventually. But when you're trying to release weight at the beginning of this process, you really need to cut back on anything that is not good for you. Anything that's outside of the fruit, vegetables, and lean meats, you need to really think about not eating that for quite a while. So getting a support group is a really good idea when you're trying to release weight. The second thing I'd like to share is that you have to build habits. Especially if you haven't had good habits for for the past years of your life, to build a habit takes at least 30 days. So it's really important that when you start a wellness plan that you have a schedule and that you try to keep that schedule. Eat every 2 hours, or eat breakfast at a certain time, exercise at a certain time, go to bed at a certain time. Now, if you break that, that's okay, but you have to think about changing certain habits in your life so that you can really take on this wellness plan and make it successful. The other thing is that you hear this all the time, and it has worked for me and it's worked for many, many people, and that is you should eat every 2 hours. You should eat smaller meals, but you should eat every 2 hours. When you stop eating, your metabolism says, I'm hungry, and then you'll eat anything because you're hungry. You do not ever want to be hungry when you're on a wellness plan. You should never be hungry. It's not these diets where you're like starving and you think, no, you do not want to go into starvation mode. That just works totally against you. You really want to eat meals every 2 hours. And again, that has to do with a lot of planning. You have to plan your meals ahead of time. And you don't want to eat more than you need to, so get used to getting a doggy bag. There's nothing wrong with that. Do not overeat, whatever you do. If you get hungry, stop eating. Keep the food if you want to, but do not overeat, and eat every 2 hours. Another tip is, of course, the water. You keep hearing about drinking water. Nobody wants to drink water. Well, I'm sorry, guys, but if you want to release weight, if you want to be healthy for the rest of your life, you're going to have to drink water. If you don't like drinking water, put some lemon in it, put some lime in it, do something, but water is the best thing to drink when you're trying to be healthy. And you should drink 8 to 10 glasses of water a day. Is that easy? No, it hasn't been easy for me, but I bought the bottle. I know how much I'm supposed to drink every day, and I'm running around with the bottle. It makes a huge difference, and I can't tell you how it affects your cellulite too. So do drink water as much as you can. The last one of this 5-part tips is alcohol. Alcohol is it's very high in calories, and it doesn't help because it raises your glycemic index. You're likely to get a lot fatter when you drink a lot of alcohol than if you don't. So if you can drink alcohol in moderation, maybe once a week if you really love to drink, it's going to help you with your lifetime wellness plan. So until next time, be healthy.